how did they fucking set that up? There's a glass cage in the middle of a fucking park in, I guess, New York City or whatever. Kramer and fucking Hoffman set that shit up. Are you kidding me?
In public.
In public? No one saw that.
Go to Broadway, bitch.
Let me tell you how it's about to go. Let me show you the towel you're about to throw. This is hip-hop, try to run in our house or knock your ass straight out the door. I'm the enemy's epitome, the fantasy, my tendency to mentally give your career the death penalty. I instantly advise you to match my intensity. Try to fit my brain like Jackie Kennedy. I'm so tired of the why not tired of putting MCs in a pine box. You motherfuckers couldn't even hit me in my blind.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Lost as a TV. We are Reddit MC, and I'm Ray.
And I'm Jones.
We are here to finally rank the Saw franchise, including Spiral.
Yes, including Spiral. We're not going to try to spend too much time on it. If we get into a rant, I'm sorry.
I mean, it happens. One thing I want to say is there's a lot, and I mean a lot, that I don't like about this franchise. I still love it. Mm-hmm. And most of mine in my list are interchangeable. Mm-hmm. But I just had to pick my poison. Like whether it be, hey, I picked this story arc over this character, or this character made the film over this story arc, or things like that.
Like the ones that are really good are really good. The ones that are bad, they're not even like terrible, but like the stuff that is bad in the film brings it down a lot.
There's one or two that's pretty rough.
Yeah.
Well, at least for me. Guessing we're going from least favorite to our best.
Might as well.
Fuck it, let's flip it. Nah. So, down to mine.
I like how you reached for the water and couldn't reach.
T-Rex arm.
What the fuck?
All right, start mine off.
There's 9, right?
There's 9 of these films.
Yeah.
Start mine off. And it was really hard to pick between this one and my number 8. Mm-hmm. But if I had to pick one, it's Saw 5.
Okay.
How you feeling about that? Without going into it, how you feeling about it?
I'm not on the same link.
That's fine. The character I think ruins the franchise is Hoffman.
Yeah.
Okay, for me. There's a lot of annoying characters in this franchise. Mm-hmm. To me, once Hoffman takes over, which he does in 5, like he fully takes over and stuff, I was done. Also, Strom gets involved, right, from the FBI. Mm-hmm. I didn't mind Strom. However, I didn't think he brought anything to the table. Him just luring around the past scenes, it was just kind of like a filler movie to me.
I can feel that.
He gets killed at the end. Hoffman does his thing for another 3 fucking films.
Saw 6 is my number 9. Yeah. I'm gonna give you some good things. That shotgun trap is phenomenal.
That lethal injection with the acid.
Mm-hmm. I like how the plot's kind of based on like healthcare companies are like basically picking and choosing who they're going to give the actual shit to. I like that. It was political. It's probably not what people wanted in a fucking horror movie, but I fuck with it. I like how Amanda was linked to John's death. It's weird. I don't think we really needed it, but I like how they tied her into it again. Yeah. Bad things about it. The entire movie, the feds act like they know that Hoffman is the apprentice of Jigsaw.
But they don't act on it.
But they don't fucking act on it. After Strom dies, they don't even look for Strom. So it's like they knew it was Hoffman.
Yeah.
And then waited and then got taken out so fucking easily by him. Why was the janitor in a trap? Legit, what did he have to do with that health? There's no way he knew the ins and out of that shit. And the only reason he's in the trap, Jigsaw's justification is he's a smoker. Like, okay, that's not great. There's motherfuckers that are murderers and shit like that and rapists that are putting in these traps. You putting a motherfucker for smoking, it seems like he's reaching.
It's that tobacco, bro.
My number 8 is Saw 7, the final chapter.
Also known as Saw 3D.
Yeah. I did not like 3D, the 3D aspect of it. I really don't like 3D aspects in a lot of movies.
It's hard to get right.
It's really hard to get right
in cinema.
How Hoffman was basically just your generic killer now. Like he
just went haywire and just started stabbing motherfuckers.
Yeah, like it's so lackluster in a fucking Saw film where I come to see deadly trap kills and I'm getting knife kills in a fucking police station.
Again.
You know what I mean? I love that Dr. Gordon was back.
Yeah.
Fucking love that. I love the whole cameo scene with people who survived the other traps and everything. That was dope. The one trap that I really, really liked was the one in the junkyard with Chester. Mm-hmm. I love that one.
His fucking skin was like loose.
Fuck. And then like that girl in the beginning where she's going back and forth and everything. Like, how did they fucking set that up? There's a glass cage in the middle of a fucking park in, I guess, New York City or whatever. Kramer and fucking Hoffman set that shit up. Are you kidding me?
In public.
In public? No one saw that.
Go to Broadway, bitch.
I hate Bobby.
Bobby Dagan.
Not only did he lie about being a fucking Saw solely to become famous. And he got his girlfriend or wife, I don't remember, his fiance, he got her killed.
To have her there, it doesn't follow into the Jigsaw logic.
It doesn't. And she gets the most brutal death in the whole fucking film. She gets burnt to death.
And not by fire. I mean, if y'all seen the film, like they did it back in the old days.
It's a brazen bull.
Yeah, brazen bull. Okay, so mine is actually the same. It's Saw 3D, a.k.a. Saw 7. Yeah. I'm with you. Because at the same time, they're giving you this whole Bobby scenario where he faked in the counter with Jigsaw. Now he has to actually do one, like the one he tried to fake. At the same time, they're also throwing the fucking Hoffman storyline at you. It also throws Jill.
Yeah.
She goes to the police and snitches them out. And then what happens? At the very end of the film, again, I hate Hoffman.
Yeah.
I didn't like his character in the film, and I don't even really like the actor who played him. I'm sorry. To me, you brought nothing to the table. At the very end, you're like, okay, Hoffman about to get his by Jill. Nice touch, Jill. Nope. He escapes.
Yeah.
Jill gets killed. End scene. That's another thing. I love seeing Dr. Gordon back. That's fine. They showed him like early into the film. I thought, okay, so I know where that's going.
Yeah.
That's the only reason you're there.
Now, here's the thing. If they'd only shown him in the cameo thing with all the people who had been in Saw Traps, I might not have jumped to that conclusion.
My next one is, I feel like it's going to piss a lot of people off. Saw 3.
I'm not there yet, but yeah, I get you. I completely get you.
I know we'll be on the same page about this.
Yeah.
It's Jeff.
Fucking Jeff, bro.
You want to root for him, but you can't.
He's trying to get his, like, be there for his daughter, all this other stuff, and I get it. If my son was killed by somebody just recklessly driving and shit, I would be super fucking torn up and everything.
He's just an annoying character. And this has, like, good elements that roll over from, like, 1 and 2, right? Like the Amanda storyline.
That was dope.
But the thing is, like, it focuses on Jeff and like, his game. I don't care about Jeff, and I don't care about his game.
No.
Like, I'm sorry. Then you have, like, Dr. Lynn. I did like the storyline where, like, they make Dr. Lynn try to save Jigsaw, and, like, she has to or she's going to die.
Yeah.
Like, his heart rate's, like, connected to that machine.
That shotgun collar.
And, like, I guess Jigsaw knew Jeff was going to fuck it up. But to have the last, I know this ain't the last Jigsaw movie, but this is the last movie where he's alive.
Yeah.
I feel like this wasn't like the punch you needed to get. Like, I like the elements, I like the story, I just didn't like Jeff.
I completely agree with that. All right, so my number 7 is Jigsaw. Biggest thing that I do not like about Jigsaw is like the big plot holes. There's 2 main ones. One, this is supposed to take place before the first Saw movie, but the main traps that we're seeing, like with the people in the barn and everything, is supposed to have taken place before John's first main thing. Why are there flat screen TVs? And then another thing is the introduction of Dr. Logan and the fact that he's an apprentice, but we mentioned nothing about that.
Nope.
There wasn't even a hint in any of those. It didn't even be like a hint that there was another possible thing. Like even at the end of 7, I get it. Dr. Gordon did that shit. Like he was the one who was doing all the sewing up in people's eyes and all this other stuff. I'll give it one decent thing. I like how they made me care about that one girl. But then immediately, when it gets to the end, shows that she was just a piece of shit that killed her baby.
Oh, yeah.
And then made her husband commit suicide from that shit. The kills are alright. I like the kills for the most part. And I don't dislike any of the characters for real. I mean, they're alright. So, my number 6 is Saw 3. Alright, so I'm gonna give you some good things, okay? That shotgun collar on Lynn, like the way she dies, dude, that was so fucking beautiful. The rack that Timothy's in, the dude who kills Jeff's son, that looks so badass.
It's definitely one of the traps that stand out in the franchise. Like, there's some good ones, but that one...
It's one of my favorites.
I wouldn't want to be there. He just jumps the gun, tries to shoot the motherfucker. Like, fuck, ask a question. Like, man, collect yourself.
But yeah, fuck it. Saw 3 is my number 6.
Okay, my number 6 is... I feel like we're on the same page. I want to say this was higher up, but the more I think about it, I had to put it down. And as much as I love the character, I'm sorry. Mine is Saw 4.
Oh, okay.
In Saw 4, this is where the FBI gets involved, right? Some cool things is this is where you first see Hoffman. However, he's not a staple in the franchise yet, which that's a very good thing. Also, you see Detective Matthews back. Mm-hmm. You see he's been captured, and like they're fucking strung up on this. He's on this block of ice, and he's being fucking hung. Finally, he's been held like captive for 6 months. Find out that Jill and Jigsaw lost her baby. However, what I don't like about it is Riggs. And it's not Riggs I don't like, it's his game. Like, he was able, out of everybody in the franchise, like, the game, the traps, he had too much freedom. Like, he was going out into the world, finding this person, out into the world, finding this person. Like, man, you're a fucking police officer. Get some help. You know what I'm saying? To me, the logic there just doesn't make any sense. And that's what brought it way, way down for me. And of course, Matthew dies, which I hate to see him go. The reveal of Hoffman, I was like, okay. Like, it wasn't, like, even the first time I ever watched Saw 4, I was like, okay. I don't see why we needed that. Like, he was just another character in the background. Okay, my number 5 is Saw 6. And I really hate to put this up there, right? However, to me, it's the story arc that sells it for me, right? Because one thing about the Saw franchise, it's very repetitive in a lot of things. You always got 2 different timelines going on. You have recurring characters. Then you got this motherfucker in the background from the other movie who becomes the apprentice. It's whatever. One thing that sold me on this film was, like you said, the whole medical insurance thing. I felt like that was like pure ammunition for Jigsaw to actually go after these people. Now, the people that he picked, did they really make a lot of sense? Not all of them. Like, I wish I would have had this movie without Hoffman. And again, the kills and traps are here are fucking phenomenal. Like, they're really up the ante on this.
Hey, dude, that shotgun ride, that carousel, boy.
Even the simple one, like the 2 guys were strung up. There's the janitor and the other guy. Like, they had this breathing apparatus.
Yeah, the
on
one thing.
The more they breathe, the more they fucking get crushed. I had to pick my poison here, like I said before. I really love the story arc. They could have ran with this, but instead we're fucking stuck with Hoffman for almost 4 fucking films.
Yeah. Here's my number 5. My number 5 is Spiral. I put this in the middle because to me this felt like a middle of the road movie. I know a lot of people didn't like Chris Rock in this role. I like to laugh. Chris Rock made me laugh.
No.
I know that might not be the thing that people wanted out of a Saw movie, but when he wanted to jump on this, he kind of wanted to make it like in that sense, but also go the Saw route. To me, they kind of accomplished that. Now, was the acting amazing? No. There was a point where they tried to de-age them by just throwing on fucking mustaches and fucking hats. Like, it's so fucking stupid.
Because that scene outside the building and shit.
Yeah. There was also a thing where I didn't like. It was,
Fuck me?
Yeah, no. Fuck you. It made me laugh so hard. The girl that got the wax poured on her because she had to cut her fucking cervical spine to get bro. God damn,
Yeah,
was
because
that
on
brutal.
top of that, remember that fucking cloth was
That's what I'm saying. And they're pouring hot wax.
Suffocation, then being burned.
I really hated the puppet. Like the voice for the puppet.
Oh, it was god hard.
I hated the reveal of the killer because it was kind of easier to see now going back because it was like, well, we didn't see him actually die. They didn't actually show the trap. Parts where it kind of dragged on for a second, like there was parts where they were talking a little too much. But overall, I don't dislike the film. I think it's in the middle for me. You might not like Chris Rock as much as I do, or at least in this film. I don't think he ruined it for me. Like, I would probably watch Spiral before I'd watch any of the other ones.
I feel that.
My number 4 is Saw 5. Give you some good things. The box trap the Strom is in, and how he thought of that idea with the fucking pin, so he was able to breathe.
Yep.
I love that idea. I like how they played those selfish like people in the trap. Like it was like, well, hey, if you'd actually worked together, you could have all got out. But because he played on them, it's like, I know you're going to take the selfish route. He even said it. Your mind's going to tell you to do one thing. I implore you to do the opposite. Not one of them fucking listened, and not until the fucking end when they teamed up together. I didn't like Ashley's death. She was the one girl who died in the beginning of the main traps. The one that got decapitated, it looked really fake and CG'd. How easy the feds fell for Hoffman's trap. How easy he was so able to just turn them against Strom.
Yeah, he literally said...
Like it was nothing.
He literally said, it's strong. Like, fucking strong.
That's basically like. But other than that, I don't dislike 5. He could have been better, definitely. I don't like him. I'm not saying I think Hoffman was like one of the better characters.
All right, so my number 4, we're gonna differ here, and it's fine.
Yeah,
it's Jigsaw. All right, I know a lot of people dislike Jigsaw. I know a lot of people who like Jigsaw. This is why I like Jigsaw. And like you said, I completely understand the plot holes, right? But coming from a franchise that had back-to-back movies every year, and it just kind of went downhill, not with each film, but it became convoluted. To wait, forgive me, I can't remember the year gap here. But to have a movie so many years later, you got to ask yourself, what are they going to do differently? And I feel like the one thing they did differently that I really liked is they brought a different feel to Jigsaw. They actually focused on an investigation. Kind of in the parallel with they did with Spiral, but it wasn't focused on the cop. They actually made you feel like you was a part of the investigation, like you was picking apart clues. Oh, it had Jigsaw's fingerprints? How's that so? It kept me interested.
Yeah, but all the puns they were making him, bro.
Don't hate me. I didn't criticize your list.
I know.
Saw 5.
I
The whole goal for Jigsaw was to bring at least something new to the table. And I feel like they tried to. Did they execute it phenomenally? No. I think I did it decently.
Yeah.
It was a different Saw feel. As they was promoting this movie, they said, hey, best games are simple. This is a simple Saw movie. You know, you didn't have all these, fucking characters coming back from the dead and these background characters becoming apprentices because you saw them for fucking 30 seconds in the previous movie.
Well, okay, I get you.
I'm saying this was a simple Saw movie. I at least enjoyed watching it the first time.
I feel
Is it one of my most rewatchable Saw movies? No. I know that's contradicting to my list, but there's a lot of things like in the Saw movies I hate beyond like the things I hate about Jigsaw. Fucking traps. I like the Riggs character that just took it a different direction. I just had to pick my poison. Like I said, this was a simple Saw movie, and I liked it.
So now we're down to our top 3. From what I can gather, we both at least have 2 that are similar. Not like they're going to be the same numbers. We got 2 that are like made it to the top 3 that are the same. All right, so Ray, what is your number 3?
My number 3 is Spiral.
That's why I figured you were going to go like I figured out what was left.
Do I hold this in the same vein as a Saw movie? Not really. I feel like this movie in general is...
It's standalone.
It's a standalone movie, but to have the Jigsaw name, I felt like it was still too detached from the series. Chris Rock, at times, it was rough, man. There was good funny moments. However, the one thing that put it down for me, the first time I ever watched this film, midway through, I was like, Williams is the killer.
Yeah.
And I was right. Like, I called it from the fucking jump. I shouldn't be able to do that. It's a slow burner for sure. The traps are good. They're fucking phenomenal. Was it a decent film? Yeah. Would I like to see Zeke's character go more? Yeah, sure. Samuel L. Jackson.
We've not seen more than Samuel L. Jackson.
I'm talking about his story arc as being Zeke's dad. I mean, I like the backstory of that. How he was basically what did they call himself? Section 8. How they took matters into their own hands.
Yeah, I know what you're about.
Because nobody else would listen to him. Like they basically fucking wiped out all the bad guys by themselves. I fuck with that.
Tell them how much you love the puppet though.
The puppet voice?
Yeah.
Oh, it was terrible. It sounded like a fucking recalled teddy bear from fucking Ukraine or something.
I just remember the first time we watched it, we heard that like, God, no.
Like, this can't be right.
No.
Is this an editing mistake? But no, it was a good movie. If they ever had a follow-up, I would definitely watch it. However, they need to improve a lot. But I would still take this over some of the bullshit we got put throughout the series.
I feel you. My number 3 is Saw 4. I'm going to go ahead and get the bad things out the way. In the opening trap that those 2 dudes chained together, one of the things I did not like about that was there was like a lot of CG blood in that.
You're talking about the one where one guy had his eyes, one guy had his mouth.
Yeah. Riggs' inability to listen to fucking anything. Fucking Jigsaw point blank told him, you do not have to save this girl.
Don't do it.
He saved her, and then she attacked him.
Yep, with a knife.
But he just kept constantly feeling like he had to do the right thing and like, bro, stop. And then he dies from the wound. Like he got shot in the fucking shoulder. He even tried to get up. But maybe he got shot higher, like in the neck or something. I feel like if he got shot in the neck, he would have died quicker.
Riggs had a really good story arc that just didn't follow through with it. In writing.
Good things about it. The motel room kill.
Oh, with the pedophile?
The pedophile? Oh, no, the rapist. He wasn't just a pedophile. He was a rapist. He forced himself on women.
He got his.
The scene before the opening credits when the lawyer opens his mouth when the fucking stitches come out, that looks so good to me. The Cecil backstory, the dude that killed Jill Tuck's baby. And how he died because John messed up the trap, but then just sidestepped his ass. He stepped in the thing. That was really dope. Yep. I also actually like the reveal of Hoffman at the beginning part of it. Do I like him as an apprentice? No, I don't like him as an apprentice.
It's one of those things, not to cut you off, it's one of those things I don't like in horror though. Like especially with franchises, you have somebody in the background, you give them a little bit of screen time, and then they become like the main character. I really hate that template though.
Yeah, I got you.
Like if you would have hit me with this crazy ass story arc, I'm like, oh my god.
I feel you.
How could it be? And then they're like, oh my god, we missed that, and that. And here we are.
So now, we're down to our top 2. Do you think we have the same number 2 and same number 1?
I feel like in my heart, in my bones, I feel like we do. Hit me with it.
Prepare to be disappointed. My number 2 is the original Saw. We have the same?
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, let's just talk about it then.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Where to begin? This basically, like, in a way, it's kind of like how Scream did with horror. It did reinvent horror. For the longest time, we were getting the same, because after Scream, we were getting slasher killers targeted towards teens and young adults. We need to move away from that. So what happens is Saw comes in with this whole trap thing. That first one, so good. So simple.
The reveal, bro.
The reveal is the best thing in the entire film. Because at no point was I thinking, okay, that dude's getting up.
Not me either.
No.
Because all you saw was fucking Jigsaw on the floor with his fucking brains blown out.
The score, Hello Zep, is one of my favorite fucking scores. It was, it got me, bro. It was Adam, like the actor Adams, like acting good? Probably not for real. And he was the director, which was crazy.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You
man.
had to. There are some bad things though. For one, how easily Detective Tapp dies.
Yeah.
The motherfucker gets shot once, he's just and done. That car chase they do was just like the way they edited it was just like back and forth shots of them driving. It wasn't like there was a car behind them. It was just Zep driving and then cut to Tapp behind him driving. Like, what the fuck?
I found you, Zep. So let's talk about Saw 2. I feel like Saw 2 is Saw on steroids.
Exactly. They had a budget.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's the thing. You give a great-ass movie a budget, you give the same people a second chance to do it, 9 times out of 10, they're going to blow it out the water. That's exactly what they did. Donnie Wahlberg.
I'm not a big fan of the Wahlbergs as actors as much. I don't dislike them.
Not even Mark?
Mark's straight. There's some moments that Mark is like, come on, guys. Like when he was the fucking scientist in, what's it called? The Happening. Come on, tell me that. Don't tell me that was what? No, man, would not. Like, stop.
Let me in the fucking house.
Stop, Mark, please. They brought Amanda back. That was dope.
And to find out that she's working and she went through all that just to please fucking... That's dedication, bro. It's a cool touch. Like, they're all in there. Not only do you have the fucking trash, but they're all fucking in this fucking building, in this house, that they're breathing in fucking deadly gas. Like, that you have to do something.
The callback to the first one, when they go back to that room, that was really dope.
I didn't mind Dr. Gordon's acting. Yeah. I think he could have been better. But for him, like, to be so dedicated to get and try to help Adam and cut his fucking foot off.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sold.
Yeah. Her death was so fucking stupid. She didn't even try to listen to the tape. She was like, oh, there's a needle. That's got to be the antidote. She probably bled to death. I don't know how she died because they don't show it.
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
Yeah. Remember, she reaches in the cage to get
I know she reaches, but she doesn't actually...
The thing is, yeah, look.
The glass, yeah.
No, it's steel, it's razor.
Oh, yeah.
Once you go up like that, you can't come back down.
Yeah.
I did like the story of how they all intertwine. The detective's son.
Yeah, that was
they eventually find out, I need you to sit here and listen to me.
Yeah.
Trust me, your son's in a safe place.
And he just wouldn't fucking do it. So that's it, guys. So our number one is Saw 2.
Saw 2. I want to ask you before we close this out. There are rumors of a Saw X. How do you feel about it?
See, I heard that there was rumors for Jigsaw 2.
Jigsaw 2? Yeah,
because when they made Spiral, the guys who wrote Jigsaw were working on Jigsaw 2. But they heard Chris Rock wanted to be a part of a Saw movie, and he
made that first.
And he had an idea, so they ran with that.
I wouldn't want a Jigsaw 2.
I wouldn't either, but I think
I didn't mind the film. That movie in particular, that story doesn't need a sequel.
This is one of my favorite franchises. The ones that are bad aren't so bad that I would never want to watch them again. Like we made a list of our least favorite horror movies. Yeah. And even though I missed some, I basically ended up tying some because I forgot to add these to the list. None of these Saw movies would make it.
No. It's still a very enjoyable series.
Yes.
Even the pros, the cons, you sit there and watch the Saw movie, you go down the list, it's still pretty enjoyable. Yeah. For one, nostalgia. Yeah. I watched this growing up. Sequels are the death of horror movies. Yeah. I'm going to say that. Think of how iconic the first 4 Fridays are. Okay, they did that 4 times. They did it pretty damn good. After that, what do you have? Telekinesis. Jason in New York. True. Halloween, 1 and 2. Pretty dope. 4, not bad. 5 and 6, fucking trash. I like 6. Yeah. I think Evil Dead is the only one. Well, Scream really hasn't had a bad one besides 3. Yeah. But to keep your integrity, sometimes you just got to leave it alone.
Let us know what you thought about the rankings. Do you have a different opinion? Where should we rank them? Where would you rank them? Do you have a different number 1? Do you have a different number 9? Let us know. We love talking about this shit.
I'm sure you got a different list.
Probably. But let us know. We thank y'all for watching these rankings, guys. We try to do them. We enjoy them. It takes a lot of time, but we try to get it done for y'all. So thank y'all, and until next time, y'all. Deuces.
Adios.
What's slam? It's back to you, grouches. My crew just might roll on you like.